I'm not mad at that though. I'm not mad at that
Hold
when people say
on,
that at
I
all.
disagree. To me, it go Forest Hills, the off season, then Bourne Center. We're sleeping on the off
Excuse me?
season.
What
You
you
sleep
just say?
the off season? Are y'all
What?
sleep?
Okay, that was random. But welcome back to the Know It All podcast. This is episode 90. We are happy to be here. Another basketball episode because y'all have been eating those up lately, and that's what we do best on the channel. Don't forget, obviously, we still do music and gaming and reaction videos and sometimes just random discussions on this channel, man. Thank you for guys subscribing. We're at 93, so close to 100. Help us get there before this year's over with. Uh, yeah, like I said, don't forget to just help us continue to grow on this platform. We really do appreciate you guys. I know it's not gonna always be a fast growth for every YouTube channel. Everybody's not gonna blow up in overnight. It is what it is. I'd rather have a slow, consistent growth than a good loyal fan base, and I just enjoy doing this. So again, today is another basketball video, episode 90. I'm gonna let Don do the social media posts and stuff as always, and keep you updated and all that stuff too, while Tim comes back on camera eventually.
Yes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the Know It All podcast on YouTube. Also, go check out the Wrestling Geek Road to 400. Right, Road to 400 there. For all your wrestling content need there on Instagram, you can check us out at Know It All Podcast YT. The YT stands for YouTube. Personal Instagrams, Don King, some chill wrestling geek. TikTok also Know It All Podcast, and yeah, episode 90.
Episode 90. So the whole premise of this video is because I've been seeing a lot of the Chris Paul versus Kyrie Irving takes. I don't know where this conversation heated up from. It's just been randomly popping up on my YouTube timeline. I've seen a couple videos. I watched both discussions and heard both sides. So obviously I wanted to bring it up to the fellows on the podcast and in general just wanted to talk about it. Obviously the video is not going to be super long, by the way. All our podcast videos aren't going to be like hour long, just to let you guys know. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk about the Kyrie versus Chris Paul, just who's better type of situation, because it's easier to do that for basketball than any other sport. So besides baseball,
It's actually a more interesting conversation than you would think it is, because if we're going off who's better as in skill, I'm gonna go Kyrie. But if we're going off who's better to build around the team per se, who's a better playmaker, all of those things, I think it just depends on what person you need for the team. Then I would say Chris Paul. So I think it's actually an interesting conversation, because what are we defining as who's better? Like, who's better for a team or who's better in general?
well, I mean that's kind of a good case. I would say in this situation, in general, and if we're going off that, I'm gonna pick CP3 because he can do it all. I think he's an excellent offensive player. We all know how good he is defensively. He's a great team leader. He can show he can take teams to the promised land. Obviously, he didn't get the championship or nothing, but he can take a team to the finals as the first option or second if you want to say D Book was first option, whatever. But even with the Clippers, he made the Clippers relevant because God knows how bad they were before he walked through that door. The Rockets with James Harden, they blew it, but he helped James Harden get to another level that he couldn't get to, like further deep into the playoffs. He took a Thunder team that nobody thought was going to do anything in that bubble, and he led them to what, 45 wins or whatever, something like that. He also helped ignite
It was
SGA
50.
career. If it wasn't for him, SGA would not be where he is today. No disrespect to SGA, but CP3 helped lead him to where he is today, so that's a good step.
True. It's
Uh,
very true.
he left Thunder, went to the Suns, took to help to get them to the finals, helped D Book take that next leap step. I still think Devin Booker is a good player, but I don't think he's elite player. That's just me. Everybody different, but he helped Devin Booker and them boys get to the finals, and they won 60 games. I think the next year, and then they got beat. I don't know what round they got beat in, but they made the 60, 50 wins the next year. In other words, wherever he goes, he's a winner. Even with the Spurs
Yeah,
being a
he,
little
he he
short.
definitely makes the team better for sure. I would say Devin Booker's elite. I wouldn't say that he's like a first option. But I think Devin Booker's an elite. He's not a shooting guard that's just be around. Like, he is an elite guard.
That's
I feel
fine.
like every elite player is has the potential to be a first option, whether or not they're the first option on their team.
Yeah, but
Like Clay,
Mm,
like prime example in my opinion, prime Clay Thompson was elite, and he could have been a number one option, but he was with Curry.
I don't know. I don't think Clay would have been the first option
nah,
anyway.
I don't think that, because he was really a 3-and-D guy. He didn't really do too much of like picking and rolling. And playmaking. Like, not
That's the
really.
game. That's the game plan, though.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
say
We're
but we
talking.
can. I mean, we
We're
can say
talking
that, but we can say
about.
that about anybody.
yeah, Bradley Bradley Beal.
But
That's what I'm saying. No.
okay, I mean, no, we can. We can literally say Bradley Beal could have been this X, Y, and Z if John Wall wasn't there. We could actually say that. But what have we saw and what have we seen? We haven't seen it. So I haven't
That's
seen
true.
Klay Thompson do it. So I can't say that he could be a number one option. I could actually see Devin Booker being a number one option. Well, no, I cannot see him being a number one option, but I still think he's elite. And the game changes. Like you can be a great player, but if you don't have certain things that you do for that team, that same thing may not work for one team, but work perfectly for another. That could easily be what the situation is, but we won't know because he's been there his whole career.
That's also a situation where I said Devin Booker might have been better than CP3 at that time, but I still think CP3 was the better player, best player on the team. I know it sounds
Yeah, like skill wise, he wasn't well.
No, I would say
It's
this.
interesting
I
because
would
Chris
say
Paul.
this.
We have to say Chris Paul's a scorer.
yes,
We have to say that he is. A 3-level scorer though.
yes, he can.
I would say this.
Yes.
3-level
say this.
scorer
Chris
as
Paul,
efficient as a Devin Booker. No,
Why
Chris
not?
Paul was the
his
leader
mid
of the team.
range. His
He
mid
wasn't
range
the
is
best
better.
player. Chris Paul was the leader. He wasn't the best player on that team. He was the leader.
Yeah,
See, but see,
I mean it's kind of the same with LeBron though. Like Luka's obviously has more upside than Brian right now, but Brian is the leader in because he's the leader in how well he affects the game. He's the best, but that doesn't mean he's the most skilled. That's kind of what we're talking about with the CP3 versus Booker.
but
That's
you
what that
mean
was for me.
best? Like he's a better player right now because I'm taking Luca every day of the week.
No, I'm
Right
saying
now,
the best.
Best
For the
player is
game.
Luka.
For
The
the
leader
game
is
efficient, yeah, that's what
LeBron.
I'm saying. Who has more upside? Like who's actually the best player? It's Luca. But because LeBron affects the game as well as he does, and he's still, I mean, he's not in his prime, obviously, but he can still give you a what 23, 8, and 9. You're gonna say Bron is probably gonna be the leader because he's actually the one that can ignite that. We haven't seen that with Luca. It's not fair to say that we can because we only seen a year of it.
I wouldn't say he's just like the better player because he's the leader. He's the leader because he's a champion. He's been doing this for a long time. He's LeBron James. People are gonna listen to him. Like when I say leader, it's like a leader is somebody you can go to. I don't want to say on and off the court. I don't know their personal relationship with all the players, but a leader is somebody who can coach you up throughout the game or throughout the training camp or just practice and all that stuff like that. And that's Braun. People might not want to say that, but LeBron's a leader. Everybody in their brain cells know that. Braun, CP3. I was gonna say KD. KD's not a leader. Curry, like guys like that are actual leaders. I don't think Kevin Durant's a leader. I'm sorry. Kevin Durant's too soft to be a leader. He's a
Hey, but
superstar.
this is what I'm saying. I can acknowledge Luca is a better player than LeBron, but who's the best player to me right now still is LeBron because LeBron can know how to effectively manage a game more than Luca can at the Lakers. I'm not talking about nothing he did at Dallas. That don't matter no more. We're talking about with a new squad, new team, new system. That's what we're talking about. But obviously, we're going to see a lot more of it because Brian got what 1 or 2 years left, probably one. So, I mean, we're going to see more. But that's how I feel. That's my personal opinion about
Braun can have
the
10 years left and still lose.
Brian, Luca, the Booker, CP3. I think Booker was a better skilled player. He had more upside. He was more into his prime. He was younger. He had a lot more pros than the cons dealing with a vet guy. But because he's a vet and he has more experience, I think that makes him a better player, especially for how he can control the game that Book could not do. That's why I say CP3 was a better player at the time.
No, I feel like that's the leading aspect and the experience coming into play.
I mean, you can't. Okay, yeah, exactly. But I mean, you can't
But
blame
but
that. You can't take that away because other guys
but
didn't have it.
also just
Ain't
okay.
coach been a leader either. That's something you just have to
Okay,
say.
I'll agree. Experience, okay, I'll agree.
But we're
Experience
gonna take
can
the
make you a
experienced
better
guy. I'm
player.
sorry, like yeah, and I mean we're just dealing with a case of leaders that are actually still efficient and playmakers and can lead a ball game. Udonis Haslem and Draymond Green to a certain extent can lead the ball game too. But Udonis Haslem, he's not gonna do that much for you, but he's still gonna pep talk you. He's gonna get everybody in a mode. He's not gonna affect the game though.
He's a
We
locker
don't
room
have a
leader.
lot of
Hey,
leaders like that. That's what I'm saying.
He's a
you
locker
know
room
what we
leader.
should do? We should make a ranking of the best leaders in basketball, like
I mean
team
that would
leaders.
be. I mean that we
Top,
could, but I feel like that'd be hard.
it's not.
It would be like a tier list or just doing a ranking from 10 to 1.
Let's go.
The ranking would be hard. More of a tier list.
Let's slide back. Slide back to the CP3 and Kyrie debate because I know that was kind of like the whole point of the video. Again, the only
Well,
reason I
yeah,
brought this up is because I saw it on my timeline. I wanted to talk about it, and it was on the timeline. Again, I'm picking CP3 just because he's an all-around better basketball player than Kyrie. Kyrie's obviously a better um, ball handler and all that, finisher, and all this other thing we talked about last
level
time.
scoring.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too. I'm not. I don't like
I'm gonna be
that's
honest
that's
with
cool,
you.
but I
I
don't
don't,
like
I
him.
don't think CP3 is a better player than Kyrie overall. I just think that he's better for a team for what you need to build around.
I think it's
That's
when
my
the
opinion.
experience come in hand.
No.
I
It's
think
the
And
I
then
think CP3 is a
and
better
then
finisher. He's a better 3-level scorer and on every post, everything. We never seen a guard do that ever in the history of the game at his size.
and he's also
CP3 is a better facilitator. He has more IQ. He is a better playmaker, and he can get other teams involved. But all the other scoring and finishing and all that stuff, aside from defense, we got CP3. It's Kyrie, so I don't think it's that far off that CP3 is better than Kyrie. I don't think it is.
I'm not saying it's
I
super far
completely
off,
agree.
but I just think CP3 is the better player. And this also goes down to like the first options and being the man on the team, like being that guy and all this other stuff. Kyrie's only really had to do that one time, which was Boston. And we all know how that didn't end well. It all ended with him
Cleveland.
leaving and all that other, huh?
Now, what about
Cleveland
Brooklyn?
before Brian. Cleveland before Brian.
And that didn't translate to nothing.
I know. That's.
What,
I thought you were just naming his whole.
No, I
I
mean
what
didn't know
about
you were
Brooklyn?
translating to anything.
when I
What
see,
about Brooklyn?
no, I'm getting back to that one too. But his Cleveland days, I don't really
Oh, you're just
consider.
talking about the ones that matter.
Yeah, the ones that actually matter.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about. Okay, yeah. All right,
So
that's cool.
General.
so
I agree with that. I mean, he didn't accomplish anything
Yeah, he
before
didn't
Brian
really
got there.
accomplish much
So
with the Celtics because you know how that just blew up. Everything, I don't know what happened. It just blew up. The Nets,
injuries, and then
he was
Wait, hold on,
Kyrie was
hold
out.
on,
I'll tell you what happened. Kyrie was out,
hold on.
and they didn't need him
Let's
no
be
more.
real
Hold on, real
though.
quick.
Hold on.
Hold on, real quick. Kyrie was out, and they didn't need him anymore. So then when he came back, they're like, "We don't need this guy." Did you see how successful we were without him?
I wouldn't say they didn't need him. I think
That's
they
how they
still
felt.
needed him.
Come on, bro. That's how they felt, bro.
I mean, it worked out in the
Especially,
long run.
especially if we got to come back and then take my spot, and we've been doing better without him.
I mean,
Well, but just as good without him, not better without him. Just as good without him.
in the long
I'm telling
run,
you,
it
that's what's
worked
going through
out.
their head.
It worked out in the long run for the Celtics. They didn't trade him or they traded him or released him, whatever. It worked out in long
I
term.
forgot what they did.
But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because he got the ship.
But hold on, Terrence, you gotta realize that whole team damn near shattered with the exception of Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and what?
Al Horford.
Pritchard and
Al
Al
Horford was
Horford.
there.
They damn near broke up
Pritchard
that
wasn't there.
whole
I don't
team.
think yet. I don't think Pritchard was there yet. I didn't think he got drafted
Yeah,
yet.
see, they broke up that whole team. So
I
feel
mean,
like
the
that was a
team
bad.
was. I mean,
I feel like that
'cause-
goes back to when y'all say you can't just put multiple good players together.
yeah, but
But this
that's
the
why
thing.
they
That
drafted.
messed up.
Half those dudes
but this,
got
yeah,
drafted.
that's what I'm
So
saying. It was completely different. They were all drafted, so it's a little different there. Like
it's not like
Terry Rozier was drafted there. Yeah,
No, I
yeah,
don't think
right.
Terry
bro.
Rozier.
Half them dudes are like even if you take the few free
Terry
agents
Rozier is
or
already in the
trades,
league.
yeah, I think he got drafted there though. He still got drafted to them.
No, he didn't get drafted there.
Who he
No, I
got
He
think he
drafted?
never
did.
got drafted. He never got drafted. He went undrafted.
See, but even
Oh,
if
and then he
that's the
got picked
case, he
up.
still got picked up.
That's still, yeah, that
It's
still
like a
falls under
release.
drafted. That still falls.
That
But
still goes
that
to my
might
point. You
that
can't
might as
just
well
put
be
a.
but that might as well be like a draft pick. Like I looked at unrestricted free agent. I mean unrestricted draft pick. Like if you don't get picked, you go unrestricted free agent. I look at that as you just another draft pick. Either whether you like good on the team or you trash. Like I still look at that as the draft pick.
I don't look at it as a draft pick, but I do agree that it still falls in the same boat of the conversation that we're having. But I mean, their team was young, inexperienced, aside from a couple players, but hadn't won anything.
He was drafted
So
by
I
the
didn't have
Celtics.
high hopes. Oh, he was drafted
he
by the
was?
Celtics. Okay. So I didn't have really high hopes for them. Kyrie got there, then it's like, okay, this might be something, and then it fell apart. So yeah, they definitely came out a winner because I mean they got a chip years later, so they definitely came out a winner.
Like I said, I feel like it was you can't just put players together, regardless of if you draft them or getting them out free agent.
It depends on who
like,
you put together. Yes, yeah.
But my thing is, if you pick up Kyrie, the draft happened before they got Kyrie.
Tatum was
What you
already
mean?
there.
Everybody was already there. They just added Kyrie.
Like for like a
Yeah, I
year
don't think that
or
should have.
two.
That was a bad pickup. That you can't just throw. You already.
Nah, it wasn't a bad
No,
pickup.
no.
It looked like it would have worked. Yeah, that was a great pickup. At the time, it
No,
looked like
this
that
is
was
what
going to
I'm
work.
saying.
And they
This is
stole
what
him
I'm
for
saying.
free. They got him for free.
Yeah, that's a
Hold
great
on,
pickup.
hold on. This is no. It was a great pickup on Boston, but it was a bad pickup on Boston as well because it goes back to y'all saying you can't just put players together.
But you have to also know. You
Hold on,
got
hear
to
me
do
out.
certain things before knowing it, though, right, Tim?
But that,
We're not gonna
that's
know
true.
everything's gonna
That's
work.
fair. I'm not saying don't try it. I'm just saying you
Yeah.
already got a young core, and then you're bringing in somebody
Who
who's his
won?
first time
Who's won before?
who's
That's
won,
why.
but this is his first time leading. Let's be real on that.
So I'm gonna take that
Okay.
chance. He's Kyrie Irving.
I'm still gonna take
But
that
that's
chance. He's
cool.
Kyrie and
That's
he has a
cool. But do
champ.
you
He's a
really know
chip.
your? But do
You don't
what?
know nothing until you try it.
That's what I'm
What's the wrong with
saying. We
I'm
didn't
trying?
know.
trying to say. No. This is what I'm saying. You should have knew what page your young core was on before he got there.
Nah,
Okay,
Tim,
no.
that's so
They weren't on
impossible.
the,
That's
no. He
impossible.
got there in 2017, right? And Jason Tatum was 2017 draft. I think Brown was 16. So they was on like a rookie year, and then the second year, they don't know what they was gonna become yet. So it's not.
Yeah,
I would
and
still take
Tim,
that chance to get Kyrie.
No,
and Tim,
see, and that's
another
what I'm
thing.
saying. If you
Hold
pick
on,
up
hold on.
Kyrie, why did you pick up so many guards? Because the main problem with them was the guard play. That's
Right, you
what
still take a chance.
part of the
Kyrie Irving.
internals. No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. I'm saying then why did you draft Terry Rozier?
Well, he was already there.
You already
He was already there, so you can't really count that.
no. I'm saying why do you draft? He was drafted in 2017 draft, wasn't he?
No, he was drafted.
Or was he
15.
already?
15. He's the oldest. He was the oldest one aside from Al Horford and them. He was
Oh,
the
yeah,
oldest
see,
one on the team.
that's my point exactly. You got
Okay,
somebody who's
yeah.
thinking. Hold on, you got somebody who's thinking, "Hey, I think I've gotten better." Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, oh, here comes Kyrie.
No, I agree, which is why I think that's why it all crashed and burned because they
Yeah, that's
saw
what
how
I'm
well
saying.
they did. They saw how well they did with him and without him.
Yeah,
So
and that's why I'm saying it can't be. In my opinion, it shouldn't be Kyrie. That shouldn't be a bad leading moment for Kyrie.
He's just not a
Because
good leader. I feel like this is an excuse for him. He's never been
I,
a good
I
leader.
can kind of. I can kind of agree. I can kind of agree because I mean you can't lead if people
because
don't
you
want to be
can't,
led either.
like I said, you can't just put a whole bunch of players together and expect them to be good. LeBron tried that shit with Melo, Westbrook, Dwight Howard, and that shit fell apart.
We're talking
So
about
you can't
leadership,
just
though.
put
Kyrie
anybody.
never been a good leader. Why are we
But
making this a
no,
conversation?
but this is my
Do we
point.
have actual examples of him not being a good leader?
Don, hold on. This is my point I'm trying to make. As great as of a leader LeBron was, he couldn't lead that little put together team together to
Everybody was
a
old as
playoff.
crap, Tim. That's just not a good example.
That's an excuse, bro.
I mean, let's be real.
It's not an
He
excuse.
still
Everyone
got
was
to the
old.
finals. He still made the finals
What
with that trade.
Everyone was
Jordan?
old as crap.
Look at the ages of everybody on Jordan's team. They were all the same age. What are we talking about?
Do you mean the
Okay,
same? That
why
team
would-
was already put together. What are we talking about? That's a squad
Yeah, I'm
that's been together
confused.
for almost a decade.
Yeah, you're talking about when Brian get a team for 1 year.
No. That Braun team was
Okay,
like
hold
the
on.
man-made 2018 Kool-Aid team you just bought. No, that's the off-brand Kool-Aid team. Michael Jordan had the real Kool-Aid. LeBron had the
But
off-brand
this is
Kool-Aid.
what I'm saying. That shouldn't affect your leadership or the outlook of your leadership. Is what
I agree with you on that part, Tim. That's why I asked
That's all
Terrence.
I'm saying.
I agree with you. That's why I'm asking Terrence. What do we really know about Kyrie not being a good leader?
Outside from inside the locker room, we don't get to see that part. I'm never gonna say nothing about that.
So do we have his
I mean,
exact
on
examples?
on the court, he's not gonna be the guy I'm gonna go to. No disrespect to Kyrie. I don't know what he made of. I don't know what he be thinking in his head. But me personally,
I don't
like
know.
I'm gonna go to a Curry, a Bron, a CP3, hell, even Kevin Durant if I feel like it.
Hold
But the
on,
last
hold on,
decision
Terrence.
made.
You're literally talking about somebody who came off of hitting the game-winning shot. You're not going to go to them.
Yeah, I'm confused.
What do you
I don't
mean?
know,
What is a
Terrence.
game
What are you
shot have to
talking
do with me
about?
going to you for advice?
Well, not necessarily a game winning shot, but being the guy of the moment, being
Advice?
experienced.
What do you mean?
That's
I
what I
have
mean.
experience that you don't have. What are you
I'm
talking
still
about?
not going to him. I'm sorry. It's a trade of the players
I
I would go to, but I'll
look.
pick him.
You got to realize,
No
Terrence.
disrespect to him.
You got to realize, Kyrie got experience that a lot of NBA stars, a lot of players who made finals, who are better than him, had never experienced. Nobody never experienced hitting a game 7 winning shot. A lot of people did. Jordan never experienced that shit. LeBron barely did. Kobe did. Who else? A lot of these players did not experience that. So that's valuable experience. What are you talking about?
What
think
we
it is
talking about?
valuable,
I'm
man.
confused now. What the hell are we talking about? He said LeBron
I
did
think
what
we're.
Kobe did. What are we talking about?
He's talking
I'm
about
talking
people
about
that were able to
not
see and look up to leadership versus actually becoming
I'm
of their
talking
own,
about
right?
the experience of having to, okay, I got to hit this shot. How I'm going to get myself open. What play did we run? How did, like, the whole, like, I'm going to take LeBron out too because he was there. So I'm talking about like, okay, this is the play we ran. This was the mindset of all the players. This is the atmosphere. A lot of people don't reach that because a lot of them don't go to game sevens.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even trying to be funny. Kyrie's shot was amazing, and as great as it was, we all know he got blessed with that jump shot. The same way LeBron got blessed to come out of nowhere and get that block because he timed it perfectly. Bro,
I disagree.
Shut up. Let me talk. Shut up. I'm not trying to be funny, disrespectful. I love Kyrie. He's not my favorite player. But come on, bro. That's a 1 out of 10% shot. Even for Steph Curry in a situation like that, high pressure moment, game on the line, bro. That's a 1 out of 10 shot. The average Joe is not making that. I know he's not the average.
He's not the average Joe.
That's fair.
That's what I'm saying, fair. Though, but bro, that's not a shot. If I'm the coach, I'm probably. I know this nigga just didn't shoot that.
But hold on. Literally, LeBron made that play. So, and he's the greatest leader to you.
Yeah, I'm confused.
I'm confused right now.
I don't agree.
Kyrie made the shot. LeBron.
But you just said it was. But you just said LeBron's block was lucky. That's what you pretty much just said.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
How was LeBron's play lucky? How was LeBron's
block? I'm not saying his block was lucky. We see him do that all the time. I'm talking about Kyrie's shot, but that's a 1 out of 10.
I don't think Kyrie's shot is lucky. I don't think it was.
First of all, Terrence, that's where you're wrong. Kyrie hit that shot plenty of times on better defenders. He hit that shot on Klay Thompson. Earlier that series, that was a good shot.
It just didn't.
Curry can be all the other defender of all time, bro. If I for me, example, if I'm guarding Tim right now, even if I'm an awful defender, I'm still got the length in my hand to be at least to reach up and play some type of defense, bro. That's a great shot. Don't get it twisted. It's an awesome shot. It's a
you just said 1 out of 10 though.
My point still does not change. My point still don't change. That don't take away from the fact that it's a great shot. It's a crazy shot. But
he hit a shot similar to that 3 other times.
I mean, let's talk about
in that series alone.
Find them because I don't remember none of that.
If you go back, all you got to do is go back and rewatch the finals. I'll go back and rewatch that finals. He hit that shit at home twice.
I remember he did on Christmas Day. He hit that shit at home once.
Even in Cleveland before Brown was there, when it didn't amount to nothing, he's hit those type of shots before. Like that's not a lucky shot. Like not to me. Not to me. And it's hard. It's super hard to guard a guard like that and have a hand up when they're just as quick and they can score on all 3 levels. Like that's Curry was really he was on the island. That's just what it was. Just like have Curry have everybody else on the island, he was on the island that day. Like if you play up too high, he gonna blow by you. So you try to give him a little bit of space. You don't think he's gonna do a sidestep 3? No one thinks that. But do I think it's lucky? No, I don't, because Kyrie is Kyrie.
That's a shot Kyrie trained.
I think that's
If it was just
that's my opinion.
You gotta realize that's a shot a lot of players in the NBA, whether or not you want to believe it, that's a lot of shots NBA players train for, whether or not you want to believe it.
Now this is what I would say.
Tatum trains for it. Sidestep 3.
You see it with him. You see what he got from Kyrie.
But this is what I would say though. I will say in the same breath, do I believe that Kyrie was ever put in positions to be a leader? No. But at the same time, we can only go off what we saw, and Chris Paul is obviously visually.
I wouldn't say he wasn't put in position. I would say
he wasn't put in position.
He wasn't put in.
None of them want to. In order to be a leader, no. In order to be a leader, you have to have people that want to be led. He did not have that at the Celtics, so that we're gonna mark that out. Cleveland, he was a leader, but he was young and they was trash. So we can't really say anything about that.
I don't think.
Hold on, listen. Brian got there. That was over. He left, went to the Celtics. That happened. Went to Brooklyn. He with his buddies now. They're never playing together. So really thinking about it, when did he have a chance to actually be a leader to prove us that he is one? But in the same breath, and I feel like that went well. That
was Luka's team though.
It was his team, but I think Kyrie in that situation probably was the leader. Like Luka's better.
Yes, he was.
I feel like that's a Kyrie leader type of thing.
For sure, was the leader. You can see who was making. No, it's proven. You can look who was making who was showing up in the fourth and closing games. It was Kyrie. Luka was getting him to the first and third.
That's facts.
He was the leader there.
I'm not gonna do Luka like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's not showing up like literally. I mean, as in who was the guy that was closing the games? It was Kyrie.
Oh no, that's fine. I just thought you meant like you could just want like putting work in.
Of course I'm not saying that. And we didn't even think that was going to work. So Tim, think about it. Like none of us thought that was going to work, and it kind of worked out well. So you have to gamble on some of these stuff. You have to gamble just like the Celtics gambled on Kyrie.
How did you say that? I think he did have a good leading experience, and that was in Dallas.
But Chris Paul has always been the leader. That's why it's kind of like we cannot even compare it.
But you can't compare these two. Like you can't compare these type of players
Why?
Yeah, we can.
because they have
They're
two
both
different
small
playing
guards.
styles.
They
No,
both
not
play
They're
a
really.
two
position.
different playing styles.
What does that
They're two
matter?
different players.
What does that matter? They both play
One
point guard.
literally, but hold on. This is what I'm saying.
I think the only
Terrence,
difference is
that's
one
like,
passes
hold
more.
on, Terrence. That's like trying to compare our game. You literally look to pass.
So
So that's going to automatically make you a better,
if
but
we
not
both play
make you a
point
better leader.
guard, I can
But
still
that puts
compare.
you
Yeah,
in
I think you can
position
go. I think it's fair to compare point guards,
They're
and
both
they're both
guards.
small guards. They're both small
to,
guards, like
because, like I
6'2" to
said,
6 foot.
but hold
Both
on,
small guards.
guards like Kyrie aren't really like point guard. You said that
I mean,
yourself, Terrence.
yeah, we know he's not a
We
point
still
guard,
play
but that's
point
just what
guard.
he is. I mean, he's a shooting guard. Let's be
But
fair.
this is a position. This is
But
a positionless league now.
Not in this situation. Chris Paul is pure point guard. He can't play nothing else. That's his
he's
only
talking about
position.
Kyrie, though. He's talking about Kyrie.
I'm talking about
Okay,
Kyrie.
but even
He's
if
not
you
talking about
put
Chris
him
Paul.
at the two, his natural position would still be the one. So you still can compare the two players. What's the
We're
difference?
talking about
He's,
we're talking
but
about
I'm
we're talking
saying
about
he's not
actual
a
positions
natural
of play
point guard.
style. We're talking about play styles right now.
Yeah,
Play
he's not a
style, he is a
natural
shooting
point
guard
guard.
every day of the week.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
he's
I
a
can still
natural
compare him to
two
Chris
guard
Paul.
in a point guard
Chris Paul
vibe.
is a point guard every day of the week. So that I agree with Tim there. How I'm what I agree with Terrence is we're only going off what we've seen. They both played point guard their whole life. I mean, in the league, so
Yeah,
that's what
but
we have to
still
compare.
though, this is what I'm saying though. If you're the player that's going to sit here, my game plan is to literally orchestrate offense. I love seeing other players be happy and get their points. Off rip, you're a great leader. Off rip, I don't care about the success. Off rip, you're a great leader. Then you got players like Kyrie, Kobe. They have potential to be leaders. But their first mindset is, I'm going to win this game.
I think
I
Kobe
got
a
you.
great leader. I think he just led in a different way.
That's what I'm saying. But you're more the type of leader that everybody's used to seeing is the Chris Paul type of leader, the LeBron type of leader.
What nice?
Pass. No, a pass first. A pass first. That's what a lot of people associate with leaders.
I
A
don't agree
pass
with
first
that.
player.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
Nah, I don't agree with that either.
No, because the whole time Kobe was called selfish in that little area, he was also called not a leader for being selfish.
Yeah, but he was also
literally
telling his
getting
players that they
points.
trash and taking his Kobe shoes away from him. So let's not do that, bro. Let's not do that.
Jordan punched somebody and he's still a great leader. So what are we talking about?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Stop it. He's 6'1".
Jordan is not no
he's
great
not.
leader, bro.
So offense-
He
No,
he's
he's
not.
not.
Hold on.
They're both trash. What are you talking about?
You mean to tell me I punched you in your lip and then you hit a game winner after that?
No.
Yes, I'm a great leader.
That's
No,
offense.
that's called I practiced that. That's not
Jordan
because
Poole-
you lifted
If
me
they
up because you
would've-
punched me.
if the
Bro,
Warriors
what are we
would have went
talking
to the
about?
finals and kept Jordan Poole after Draymond hit him, Draymond would have been a great leader.
Draymond is a great leader.
Draymond is a great leader. He just he just be off his rocker. That's all.
See? My point exactly.
He's an anomaly of being a great leader, but also equally being off your rocker. He's really the only one. MJ was off his rocker, and Kobe. They were not great leaders. I'm sorry, guys. They're just not. Were they great basketball players? Yes. Are they legends? Yes. Were they leaders? No.
I'm not
And that's
asking
okay,
Jay for
bro.
no advice. I'm
Hold
sorry.
on. Yeah, then hold on.
leaders, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. What the fuck makes a leader then?
It damn sure ain't Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. ain't no
Oh,
leader.
oh, because I'm
Niggas
not
to me,
being
bro.
a soft ass nigga to you.
Well, also it
No.
just depends. Also,
Like,
okay,
hold on. Don't
Also,
get me
leadership
wrong.
depends
Punching a
on.
nigga is wrong. Don't get me wrong. Punching a nigga is wrong. That's wrong. But hold on. If I take my motherfucking shoes away from you because I feel like you fucking sorry,
I never said Kobe was a
Come on,
good
now,
leader. I just
hold
said
on,
he was
we
a good
call
leader.
call each other fucking sorry all the time.
All right, this was
I
okay.
just said
This is
Kobe
what I
was
say is
good,
the
though.
difference. This is what I say is the difference. I think the difference is
Give me Kobe. I don't want
people actually being able to be people actually wanting to be led, like looking up to you, like mentorship. That's one. A lot of people, especially men, don't want to be led, even in the game. So that's one thing, and that's another thing that's already taken away from MJ and Kobe too. So I'll give him that. Kobe's a better leader than MJ for sure. So I'm sure we can all agree there. But it's also about what type of person that you're
I don't know.
wanting to be able to be led and how they are personality wise. Sometimes you can tell people to lock in. You can. Sometimes you got to yell at people and do stuff and they can lock in. It depends on the type of people you're leading to. And I think knowing that is what makes you a good leader. I didn't think Kobe had it all the way. He was always just that. He was always just Kobe. He couldn't tap into nothing else
It's like Dennis Rodman.
unless he was his kids.
You had to talk to
Unless
Dennis
his
Rodman
kids.
like a kid.
That's what I'm saying.
It works. Everybody's different. Everybody emotional.
Everybody's different. I don't need nobody. I mean, first of all, nobody's going to punch me to let me lock in. I don't need nobody to do that. I'm already locked in.
That nigga
But
hit
some
a
people
game
need
winner.
that. Some people need
That
that
nigga
though.
hit a game winner.
You're not gonna hit
That
me.
nigga
I'm
hit a
sorry.
game winner.
You're not
But
gonna hit me.
I think hitting is literally
I would
That's
worst case
unacceptable.
scenario. Like
That's
yeah,
unacceptable.
that's unacceptable. So that's
Jordan-
what I'm saying. He was crying during that time in the documentary because he was realizing I'm really an asshole.
Jordan would have been in the hospital, and I would have been on Fox 5. You got me messed up. There's no way.
Nigga,
There ain't no way. A grown man hit
That
me
nigga-
because of basketball? Yeah, okay.
That nigga would have been
I'm
out
getting
the
released the
league.
next night. I'm off the team.
He was on the booger sugar.
Ain't no way a grown man can walk out of me and Jack.
But leadership, I got CP3. Regardless that I think Kyrie is a good leader or he could have proven us more, but he was never put in a position to. I got CP3. But scoring ability, finishing, dribbling, all of that, I have Kyrie. The only thing I have for defense is defense, playmaking, IQ. His scoring is good too, but I don't think he's a better scorer than Kyrie.
This is what I mean by would have been a better comparison. If it was CP3 versus Steve Nash, that would have been way better.
Of course, that's a better comparison,
How
but
we can compare
that's not what the conversation is.
Hold on. No. I'm not saying that. No. I'm not. Hold on. You said what?
He mean play style. He mean play style, bro. He mean play
Even
style.
if you go out play style, one plays defense.
Hold on. 2 MVPs, none.
That's cool.
Oh, now you want to claim the
MVP.
Now you want to claim the MVP too?
Hey, hold on. What y'all tell me? I can't take it away.
Now you want to claim the MVP? Any other conversation, you be ready to take that away, just like this.
Even if we want to claim his MVPs, give me Chris Paul every day of the week. I'm not even asking. I'm not questioning.
Oh yeah, I'm picking Chris Paul over Steve Nash. I'm picking Chris Paul over most guards.
We're finally admitting his MVPs were bullshit.
I never said that.
I never said.
Hold
I never say that.
Let me ask a question. So, in any of those MVPs, was he a better leader and or better player?
He's a great leader. Don't get it twisted. He's a great leader.
Was he better than CP3 though?
Well, that year he must have been. He got MVPs.
Okay, Terrence.
Did he?
Terrence,
He
come on,
got
man.
him.
All right.
I'm not, bro. I'm not taking away nobody's MVP
Like,
except
come on.
except for Embiid because he didn't earn an MVP.
What?
Everybody else,
You only go 8 hits.
Embiid
Steve
did
Nash
not earn his MVP.
No, Embiid did actually. Hey, they went on. I think it was ESPN or something. They literally said when they heard all of the speculation of Embiid needs to get this MVP, needs to get this because of X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah. Even though we all knew he wasn't the best player, Jokic literally numbers declined because he was like, all right, cool, it don't even matter. That was a give me MVP. It was. I'm sorry, it really was.
Softest MVP of all time.
Now the Steve Nash one.
Hold on. Look, hold on. Let me look up that year because I swear.
I don't think Steve Nash was the MVP that year, but he got it. So
I'm looking at it now.
But
Chris Paul
personally, I don't think he was.
That's
On what list?
For the 2005 NBA MVP race, Chris Paul's not on that one. And then 06, Chris Paul is not on that one. Chris Paul, let's be honest, his best year was his last, not his best year, but one of his best years. I believe it's one of his second to last, or the last year in New Orleans. That's when he really took off. And then obviously with the Clippers, he turned to. Chris Paul made a franchise relevant. If Chris Paul doesn't show up there, them boys will never do anything. So, and then Steve Nash won the MVP over LeBron, Dirk, Kobe, Chauncey Billups. I did not know he was that high. D Wade, and then Elton Brand, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, AI, Sean Marion. That's crazy.
You mean to tell me Steve Nash was better than all them niggas?
No, he wasn't.
Better player? No, but I guarantee it had to do with team success. He was the engine of that team. That matters in the NBA, unfortunately, except for Westbrook because he was in a number.
Yeah, and winnings and winning too. So
no, we're just gonna say this.
Yeah, y'all know it's politics half, and then the other half is talent. Let's be honest, and that's what that was.
Analysts, they pick and choose who they want to be the best.
Well, they're the ones that vote. They do the vote. Most of the voting for All Star too. Exactly. I mean, we have some vote, but it's really them.
Exactly.
To be honest, I think All Star voting should be fans only.
No.
Yeah.
Cliff, no. That's the reason Andrew Wiggins made All Star game. No, fans should have no votes, 0%. We should
Why
sit there.
should fans have 0 votes?
I
Just go
disagree.
and watch
We
the
should
game.
have
You should have no vote. You might get 1%. You should get 1. Whoever voted for Andrew Wiggins should
1%
absolutely
is
never be allowed to vote again.
Hold on,
1% is
hold
actually
on.
nothing,
Would
though.
you rather let the NBA analysts
It shouldn't be
who are
them. It should be
clearly
execs.
biased?
It should be NBA coaches, executives, people who actually know the game, not some random casual fan who just saw Steph Curry shoot a 3 for the first time in their life. Them fans should not be allowed to vote. It shouldn't be no fans.
Oh, that's kind of
It
true.
should be no fan
I mean-
voting. It should be coaches, executives,
Our
and that's it.
our vote should be 5% of the vote.
No, flip, no, that's still too much. No percent. You get a 0.5%. Andrew
This
Wiggins
5% is nothing. Why are we going
Exactly.
down?
Right.
Andrew Wiggins made the All-Star game and killed the
I
whole
went up.
fantasy.
Can you stop talking about the one person, please?
That enough speaks volumes.
Steve Nash got an MVP.
What does that have to do with
Well,
Andrew
no,
Wiggins?
wait, Tim, that's not the same.
That is
That's
the
not
same.
No, it's not the
So
same.
Steve Nash was better than Kobe Bryant, Dwayne
I didn't
Wade.
say that. No, he
Tim
wasn't.
Duncan.
But that we know
Alright,
it's not
then,
about being better. It's not about being better.
Right, and they proceeded to lose first round.
Why do you disrespect
Yes.
Steve Nash with Andrew Wiggins? That's
Yeah,
rude.
yeah, please, brother.
That's
You can't do
rude.
that.
Andrew Wiggins
Yeah,
is
we-
trash.
We need
All-star
limits,
Wiggins?
bro.
Because they disrespected Kobe with Steve Nash.
All-star
That's rude.
Andrew Wiggins? Are we kidding me?
That's rude. That's like if one of the years LeBron was supposed to win and they gave that shit to fucking Sean Marion. Fuck.
Again, that's disrespectful. How the hell we go from Steve Nash to Sean Marion?
Say that.
Are we gonna disrespect
Tim-
Steve Nash like that? That's a Hall of Fame
It was
basketball
Right.
player.
Hey, Tim, you know you're a Laker fan, right?
I know.
So where's your allegiance, brother?
What are you talking about?
Nothing, bro. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Nothing. It's fine. I just don't think you should do that comparison. That's all.
I don't understand the whole Kobe thing because Kobe wasn't even in the MVP race in 05. He was in there in 06, but he wasn't even in there in 05. So Steve Nash, he wasn't.
No, he was supposed to be. That was the year that Kobe so-called became the selfish player. That's
Nah,
when
I don't
NBA analysts. Okay, believe whatever you want to believe, Terrence, but it's a
I
fact.
believe that the votes say Kobe wasn't there, so that's what I'm going off of.
That's
believe
cool,
what you want to
Terrence.
believe, Terrence.
Believe what you want to believe, but
Dirk was higher.
like I said,
LeBron was. I mean, niggas was 21, so it makes sense. He wasn't gonna win at 21. Chauncey Billups was on all. I mean, NBA MVP is insane. Not saying he's trash, no Hall of Famer, but that's crazy. First of all, MVPs matter. Of course, they matter. Accolades matter because it helps your case, especially when you have fan debates or ESPN, but analytic debates and all the other crazy stuff. Do we think Steve Nash better than Kobe? F no. Everybody with a brain cell knows that he's not better than nobody on that list except for like Elton Brand, Sean Marion, like all those random people. Like those are just random.
They're
people.
not random
Brand.
people, but okay, Terrence.
Compared to a Steve
that
Nash.
nigga
they're
made them,
random.
he made them sound like 2K generated characters.
Like they're just random people. They're not random.
Like Sean
People
Marion.
actually looked up to these people, man.
That's cool.
Right? Some people, Elton Brand was their GOAT.
That's cool. And Steve Nash looked down to them because he got 2 MVPs and they don't. So, again, Elton Brand in the NBA
I
MVP
agree.
list is crazy.
Steve Nash is looking up to Kobe because he has 5 rings and he has none.
Congratulations.
let's
I
get that
already said Kobe was better. What are we talking about? Why we keep talking about
I don't
this?
know.
Oh wait, were you talking about Elton Brand?
Yes, I never said Kobe.
Yes.
Kobe is way better
Hey,
than Steve
Sean
Nash.
Marion. Is Sean Marion they win a ring? No, he sure did.
Yes, he
no,
did.
wait, Sean Marion.
So real quick
So he's
question.
looking down to Steve Nash. I have 1, you have 0.
So that means Kyrie's looking down at Chris Paul.
X.
Absolutely not.
Nah, how's that
Wow,
not the same, Terrence? That's what we just said. You literally just said he got 2 MVPs, so he looking down at him. He has a ring. You don't. I'm looking down at you.
Okay.
Right.
And he has 2 individual awards, and he don't. So he can look down at him too if we do it off that option.
What's his individual awards?
2 MVPs. I'm talking about
What
Steve
weighs
Nash, not
more?
Chris Paul. I'm talking
What
about Steve
weighs
Nash.
more?
I'm talking about Chris Paul.
What weighs more? If we talking about individual players, of course they gonna say a championship, but that's a team accomplishment. Nigga, the MVPs are more impressive because he got 2 of them. Would you be more
That's a
impressed by
team
somebody with an MVP?
accomplishment. That's a team accomplishment.
Are you still talking about Steve Nash?
No, I'm just talking about players in general. Now, if we talking about,
I'm talking about Chris Paul in
no.
particular with Kyrie. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm saying he said one championship outweighs 2 MVPs. You want to go out that logic? That's fine. But that's like me saying some random ass dude off the bench who got a championship because he played with Tim
Please.
Duncan. No,
Actually,
Hold on.
no. I actually don't think. I actually don't think the MVPs. I think MVPs are more over chips, in my opinion.
That's
Ouch.
I was
I'm
about
not
to say
gonna
that's
say that.
me.
I'm not gonna say that either. Now
I
I
am.
will say this: they can be equally weighted, but
Nah, I can't.
MVP. So if that's the case, then
Because anybody can get a championship, bro. Any random on the team can sit there and get a championship. Everybody's
So I'm
not
saying.
going to win the MVP.
well, hold on, Terrence. But you're
So I'm
not gonna
saying.
sit.
I wish Giannis'
You're
little
not,
brother would tell
you're
me I'm
not
over you, brother. You sat
right.
on the bench.
Like, hold on, you gotta realize these players know where they rank among like niggas without.
Well,
a
yeah,
ring.
the young guys do, not the old ones. They're
The
delusional.
old ones too.
I don't think so.
What are we talking about?
I think MVPs are over chips, but I'm saying for Kyrie's standpoint, Chris ain't got nothing to go off of Kyrie. Kyrie has got everything else. Well, not
Yeah, he
everything
got
else,
no.
but he don't have nothing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so technically, isn't Kyrie looking over CP3?
Sure, if you want to go at that standpoint, but Chris Paul got all the other accolades.
What accolades?
All the All NBAs, all the other stuff like that.
He's beating them by 3.
How do we know that?
I can look it up
That's
right
fair.
quick.
No, he's
Yeah.
literally beat him by 3. Chris Paul has 12 All-Stars to Kyrie's 9.
Hold on, let me look it up. Because I don't remember it at all. I really don't.
Can we go off of All Stars? I thought y'all was going off of all NBAs and stuff.
No, I am. Let's say honors and awards. Championship, Kyrie, 1, obviously, none. First team All NBAs, Chris Paul, 4, Kyrie, 0. All NBAs, 3, Kyrie, 11, CP3. All defensive team, I'm not wasting my time with that because we already know what time it is.
Whoa, what was the second stat after all NBA first team?
All NBA.
All
So, like,
How many?
second team, third team.
What was the numbers for that?
Chris Paul got
3
11,
to 11.
and Kyrie got 3. All defense.
He only got 3?
Yeah. All stars.
Yeah.
Chris Paul got 12.
I
Kyrie
tell-
got 9.
You think I'll be joking, Don, when I tell you it shouldn't be put in the hands of NBA analysts? Niggas who
Kyrie only
never
has
played.
3?
Yeah, but let's be real, bro.
Niggas
Kyrie's
like-
not better than half the other guards to be making that list that be on it, though. So 3 is valid. At least he got 3. Some people don't got that. Like, imagine being in the era with Curry and the guys like Luka and all the other great guards. So it's kind of hard to get on the list when you're going against people like that on a daily basis.
But wasn't he like the best, at least top 5, like best guards when he was playing for Cleveland? The first, I feel like he would have had him then. That's what I'm saying.
I think that was the last 2 years before LeBron got there.
Like he was one of the best guards, bro.
I'm
But anyway, all right, keep going.
I gotta go.
It says
Okay, yeah,
Kyrie
correct.
made-
Correct. This up.
He said he made all third team in 2015 and 2021 and an all second team in 2019. That's the Curry era, the Lucas, the
Yeah.
who am I missing?
Okay.
And a bunch of other guards, but that's like it's kind of hard to make it when you're in the era like that.
That's true too. All right, I mean, I think this is a good debate though. Y'all let us know in the comments below what y'all think. Y'all got Kyrie Irving,
And
or
they
y'all got
both won
CP3.
Rookie of the Year.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this episode 90, a little basketball debate for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check out our other content, obviously, at Know It All Podcast. That's our YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and check out Wrestling the Geek, Road to 400 there for your wrestling content needs. Our Instagram, Know It All Podcast YT, TikTok, Know It All Podcast, and episode 90.
Bye bye.
And we're gonna watch the Eagles win another Super Bowl.
We're on
And
video, brother.
my Nittany line.